Hello, my best sound friends and lemon pie cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here, with a brand new studio album ranking for you guys. I'm doing the two obscure thrash metal bands that nobody talks about. I'm doing the first one first, which is Defiance, that no one talks about. So, this is a very obscure thrash metal band that never made it to a big four, so this is very obscure and underrated in my opinion. And I brought along Scruffles once again. Hello, Scruffles.
Hello, Markapunk. I'm happy to see you again in your ranking since your Monster Magnet ranking.
Cool to know, Scruffles, but who the hell is with you this time at the bottom of your chest here?
Oh, I'd like to introduce you to a new character in your rankings years to come. I give you Little Scruff. I love Wheaties! Yay!
That's Little Scruff, and it's already annoying to me. And apparently Little Scruff likes Wheaties, apparently.
Yep.
Lots of Wheaties.
Because it's good for you!
Certainly it is. But anyways, I'll just get started on the ranking of Defiance. So there's only 4 of them in total, the actual releases. And let's get started. My number 4, worst one out of all the Defiance albums, it has to be Void Terra Firma album. So, oh my god, this one is a goddamn joke. The production is so bad on vocals, and everything else is mediocre at best because of this one. It's just the vocals are so laughably bad in this album. Yeah, I consider this to be the worst one, but there is 3 songs I do like from it, I guess. So, Skit's Illusion, Killer's Iron Maiden cover, and lastly, Checkmate. Those are the only few songs I like from this one, I guess. So, this is one of the worst Defiance production album I've ever heard in my life. And it's god-awfully laughable, this one is, in my opinion. So, my number 4 is going to be Void Terra Firma. Yeah, I'm definitely going to avoid this one in the future. Sorry, I have to say. Number 3 is going to be Product of Society. Their first debut album from Defiance. A lot of people highly praise this one. And the original lead singer and everything. But for me, it's not for me. So I got one that's actually better in my opinion. Later down the road. But Product of Society, it's a good way to start off, I guess. So the songs I do like is The Fall, Product of Society, Forgotten, Insomnia. And I like both the instrumentals are called Aftermath and Turbulation. So it's still, it's a little bit better than Terra Firma, whatever the fuck it's called, my last one. So this one's a little bit better, in my opinion. So my number 3 is going to be Product of Society. Number 2 is going to be the Prophecy album. Their only the last album they actually made from Defiance. I think this one's actually pretty cool in my opinion, and it has potential to move up in my future, or down in my future. This one is actually pretty cool in my opinion. So songs I do like from the Prophecy album. Blah, blah, blah. So the songs I like is Prion, The Prophecy, The War Inside, Feel the Fire, and I do like the instrumental on track 6, by the way. Sloth, Desert Sands, Dissolving Around You, and lastly, Eyes of the Front. So, pretty cool last album they made. I don't know if they'll ever pick this band up again in the future, but this is their last only one they have from Defiance. So, sadly, we just don't know if they ever do. But overall, this is actually a pretty good album overall. And my number 2 is going to be The Prophecy. out of the four guys, out of all the four Defiance albums, my number one actually is my favorite. Is going to be Beyond Recognition. This is actually my most favorite out of the four. This one is actually pure thrash metal, this one is, and it came out in the 90s. So, I like this one. It has the most insane cover too. When it describes it, so the picture on the cover describes the insane man that's coming inside of his head, exploding like that. How cool is that cover? It really is. It's creative. It's like the insane man is coming out of someone's head. So, this is my number one favorite album. I'll name all tracks of it. So this is the first print I've been listening to. So here we go. Killing Floor, Step Back, Perfect Nothing, No Compromise, Dead Silence, Inside Looking Out, The Chosen, Power Trip, and lastly, Promise Afterlife. So, I love Beyond Recognition album because the album art is so sick in this one. Overall, this is the most pure thrash metal album, and I think it's pretty good out of all the four, in my opinion. Overall. So my number one is going to be Beyond Recognition. And that is my first part of the obscure, underrated thrash metal band of Defiance. So my next one's going to be a little bit more interesting than this one. The next one, because the next one's going to be 5 of them in total, not 4. And, or is it more than 5? I can't remember. I'll remember in the next one I'll do for you guys in the next video. And, all that stuff. Any final thoughts, you two?
Yep, I think Beyond Recognition is awesome.
Well, I prefer the other one better. It's a product of society.
Well, Scruffles agrees with me, and Little Scrub hasn't agreed with me. He prefers the product of society instead. Everybody has differing opinions, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this new obscure studio album ranking right here of Defiance right here. So, subscribe to me if you haven't. Click the bell to get notified on my next video whenever I'll upload. And also share this ranking of Defiance studio albums so I get more views and subscribers. And I will see you best on friends and lemon pie cuties on my next underrated obscure studio album ranking video for you guys. So, see you later.